All right. You're with Al. You with who? All right. You're with Al, and this is Chronicles of a Not Yet Champion Golfer. I was going to go out and practice today and do a little bit of work on the range, but just purely out of habit, really. And then I thought, you know what? I don't actually want to do that. Like, I'm really enjoying playing and being out on the golf course. And then something Padraig Harrington said when we did the last down the line. He was talking about McGinley not missing enough greens, didn't have the opportunity to get it up and down, which is why Harrington felt the short game was so good, because he had loads of opportunity because he missed the green so much. So I'm going to do that today. I'm just going to play 6 holes. And there's been a bit when I've been playing, just the sort of touch shots, the chipping and stuff's been good, but just not sharp enough. And I want to take it out on the course and test out here. You know, technique feels good, but this is where you build feel and touch. So I'm going to play 6 holes. I'm going to have 3 chips and 3 bunker shots, but I'm going to play the holes out to test the rest of my game, because me being me, I can just get generally obsessed with getting it up and down rather than the rest of the game and just go and practice on the chipping green. So being on the course, test the rest of my game. I've got to hit into the right spots in the green, drag the ball off, either into the nearest bunker or the nearest part of the green in line with the flag, just because I think that's going to test me more, and then try and score as well as I can. So that's what I'm doing, but I've just played a couple of holes just to get ahead of a couple of groups, bit of a warm-up. Oh, I wish that counted. Oh, why haven't we started now? And I've just hit me 3-iron to there on a par 5, so that's disappointing that that doesn't count. So winds into here. Bunker that I want to be in here really is the one just short left of the pin. So I've got 120 yards. I want to try and hit this shot 115, so that's short of the pin, just left of it, so it can put it in that bunker. The one shot I don't want to hit is the back left trap, so, you know, a pull hook with a wedge is not what I'm looking for. I don't think that's ever what you're looking for, really. It's as good as I can play it, to be fair. Just got over the trap, just short of the pin. Good start. Just off the back of that one shot, it actually really focuses your mind on where you're trying to hit it. You've got to pick spots that you're trying to hit for, pick zones in the green. And there's quite, I know I've got to drag it off the green now and into that bunker, but there's quite a lot of satisfaction in the fact that I've just hit it bang on the point that I want to. I'm not going to go massively in depth on the long stuff. I think we've done that recently, really, and talked about the technique and everything. I'll talk about the spots I'm trying to hit it into, and then it's a lot more on the short game. That's the focus. Really try and put myself in a scoring mode. Really try and get 6 up and downs out of 6 if I can. I mean, that's a big ask, but considering we haven't really played all that much yet, but that's where our first one is. There he is. So you can see, that's the bunker we're closest to. You just volley him into the bunker. Do not volley it with spikes on your shoes, because you'll turf up the green. Don't want to do that. I really want to do a lot of work on my distance control out of the bunkers. So my standard bunker shot, how far it goes with a 58, and then I can start to work from a base yardage. Your strike consistency's got to be bang on for that, but we're scoring today, so can't really get much more of a straightforward bunker shot. Plenty of green to work with, so I'm going to try and land this sort of 3 feet short of the pin, strike it properly, and it should stop. I like to play my weight forward in bunkers, keep it on that left side. Right, I mean, that's what I mean, consistency of strike. Fatted it. It's like 2 foot away. Full fat job, like if that was milk, that'd be the blue cap. But it doesn't matter, because it's all about getting it close, and that's what the bounce on the club is for. You have the acceleration. If I strike it pure, it lands where I want it and it spins. If I catch it a little heavy, it runs out like it did and it's good. It's only when you've got a really tight pin that you've got to make sure you strike it absolutely perfect, but that's kind of what short-siding is, and you don't want to short-side yourself. Tell you what, I haven't putted many of these recently. You know, ones that are like nearly gimmies, but not gimmies. There's no way you're giving it to anyone, but you really should hold it. Okay. Feel like you can't hit it at like a strong pace, you know, with the pin in and the foam jobbies in the hole. To like drop it in the front. Anyway, level through 1, up and down. 1 out of 1. Good start. I'm going to work really hard to get some wildlife as well today because that has been lacking. And I'm sorry. I will get wildlife. I'm hitting driver pretty much everywhere. Just because, well, I have to drag it off the green anyway, so if I kind of have to pitch out the trees, it doesn't matter because I've got to miss a green, so that's not a positive way of thinking about it. I'm hitting driver so I can get it as close to the green as I can, so I've got more chance of hitting it into the spot where it makes me the easiest up and down. There you go. Get over the bunker. Get over the bunker. Go. Okay. Okay. Perfect now. I think it bounced the trap. I like this game. I know I joked on the tee there. Because, oh look, there's a little duck house here, look. Little duck house. See it? That's where the ducks live in there. A little party in there sometimes. And there's fish. A lot of fish in this pond. You can see the ripples. Can't remember the point I was just going to make. I got distracted by the duck house. Yeah, what I was saying was about hitting driver everywhere because I'm going to have to miss the greens anyway. Not miss the greens, but I'm going to have to chip. I can't put in and try and make birdies that way. So I actually quite like it because it puts you in a mood where you can start to think, well, it doesn't matter if I miss the green because I've got to get up and down anyway. And then if you come out and play these games and you do get it up and down, the pressure then comes off your driving, off your iron play, because you think, well, you know what, I'll get it up and down if I miss the green, because I've proven it. So it's kind of a knock-on effect. That's why short game's so important, not just for the short game itself, it's important for the long game, if you know what I mean. Short game equals better long game, equals better scores, equals where is all the wildlife. I think the golf course plays so tough. I don't know, everyone else's courses I'm guessing are quite burnt and stuff at the minute. I think it plays so tough when it's like this. You'll hit it so straight. Because if you're not straight running across the fairways and out of fairway, like that, that's as long as I'm ever hitting it up this hole. Normally I have like, I don't know, when it's soft, 6, 7 iron in here. Normally nowhere nearby that oak trim. Normally short of the bunkers, which are way back there. I'll normally have maybe 160 in. Right, we've got 86 yards. Back left pin, but there's still room left of that pin. I quite like just left and short because I think dragging it off into the little gap, little run off front left, I think it leaves me quite an easy chip. Almost one of them ones that you might fancy to hole. So 86 yards. I want to hit this about, don't want to hit the bank of the trap, so I want to hit about 82 and just a couple of yards left of that pin. It's important to pick a spot, not just say anywhere left of that pin because there's loads of room. Still aiming for a spot because you want to test this part of the game as well. So 2 yards left of that pin. Sit, sit. Yeah, good again. Didn't feel as smooth as it might have done normally, but I'm being picky there. It's absolutely ideal where I wanted to hit it. Definitely focuses your mind in this on where you're trying to hit it. Definitely. Let's go to the pond and see if we can get some wildlife though. Granted, that's not that focused in my mind. I saw a mouse before, walking the dog. Saw a mouse. Little mouse on the road running around, tiny. I ushered him into like someone's garden and then he went underneath the wall because I wanted him to be safe. I wanted him A, getting run over, or B, getting eaten by a crow. So I feel like I've done all right there with the mouse. There's no wildlife in here. I've been in this one before. There's nothing here. Spotted a duck, a lone duck. Can you see him? Hare? It's a hare. See ya. You got any other wildlife friends? You like to come and say hello? Come a bit closer? Just looking around at the moment, just checking out what's happening. We'll get some more. I'm going to carry on. Thanks. See you in a bit. First bit of wildlife. It wasn't that cooperative, but first bit. Better than nothing in it. Look, that's where I hit me shot. That actually is like 2 yards left and just short of the pin. That's quite good distance control, really, considering. So we're going to go off. There's the ball, there's the pin. We roll him off over there. Do not hit the green when you kick. Little bang. There he is. There's a squirrel as well running in the background, look. Look, there's 2 of them. Mates. Where are you going? Show me how to climb a tree as good as you do, because it's amazing. How did you learn it in the first place? And how do you do it just automatically without any fear? You don't even need to line it up. You're just straight up, aren't you? Show us. Climb the tree, go on. I just want to see you go up the tree. Up the tree you go, go on. Up the little tree, go on. Up the tree, up the tree. Look, look, look now. Look how easy this is, bang. Not even a thought of how you're going to stay on the tree. Defies gravity. How do you stay like that, though? How do you stay like that? They are excellent. A lot of skill involved in being a squirrel, I feel. Let's get back to the chip shot. Right, it's a bit of an upslope and then down slope to it. I like taking that slope out. You could use like a 9-9 and bump it into that slope, but I like to take that out of play. I'm going 58. Not opening it up or anything, but I just feel like I can land it kind of this area. Because I've got a bit of room, even if I'm short, it'll still hit the down slope. I'm giving myself a bit of room for error, really. Lip job on it. Lip job. It's close, that. I'm acting annoyed. I'm not annoyed. I'm very pleased, actually. Very pleased. I like this dryness to chip off. That's a gimme. I'm not taking an unnecessary risk. See, it's like half a putter length, so no point. Level through 2. Bunker shot on the next, innit? Right, 155, front pin. I don't want to be short in that bunker. I don't want that bunker shot because there's quite a bit of fringe there. And that pin's close to the front, so I want to be right bunker. So 155, I want to be pin eye just right at the pin. So I'm going to play 8-iron at the flag and let it just drift off right, so a little cut off that pin with an 8-iron. Oh, pulled it. Pulled it. No fade. No. Actually in the left bunker, that is terrible. That is a terrible shot considering I was trying to hit it right to the pin. But it's actually left bunker, it's not bad there. That's a terrible shot though. That was like anti-climax. I thought it was bang on form after them first 2 holes. Let's find some more squirrels. I've got a squirrel and a rabbit together. So there's the squirrel. There's the rabbit. Who knew they'd be friends? Oh, he's running away. He must have annoyed him, actually. But look at him. Little rabbit there. Oh, look. Legging it. That you meant to keep off there, look. That's been relayed, that. That's GUR, mate. It's GUR, mate, that. Rules obviously don't apply to some. Put a new pond in there, haven't they? And then seeded this area, so... Rabbit's not bothered. I actually think I've hit it in the better bunker here now, to be honest. When it's an upslope, you're likely to take more sand drive down into it a little bit more, so... I like to feel the club works a little bit more around me rather than straight up and down like I normally would. Because I don't want it digging in as much. The slope kind of does that for me. So I'm going to try and land this. Only a couple of feet short of the pin. I can be quite aggressive with it because I feel like it will stop quick enough. I've got to get it up quick over the face, so I need speed. Work the club around me more. Still feel like I release the hands, let the club pass the hands on the way through. Sit, sit, sit! Oh, what is that bounce? Like, I felt like I've struck that good. Hit it too hard. That took a massive bounce. Disappointing. And that's the sort of thing I'm talking about when you're not sharp. Like, yeah, it took a bit of a dodgy bounce, but realistically, I didn't need to hit it anywhere near as hard as that. But I haven't hit many bunker shots in the past 3 months. I probably hit like 2 bunker shots. but that's the kind of thing you need to get to grips with quite quickly, really. Go, go. Doesn't matter if you putt like that, really. Definitely thought that was short though. Level through 3. Nothing a good putt can't solve. Seen a woodpecker. There's a squirrel and a woodpecker in the same place. Why are the squirrels friends with everything? There's the squirrel. There's the woodpecker over there now. He's gone, he's flown, he's gone. There's the squirrel. We've already had a squirrel, mate. So this is opportunity now. So you play a par 5. If you can hit the green in 2, you play it the same, you drag it off, and you try and get up and down for birdie then. So you've got, well, hopefully you hit it in 2. There's a chance for birdie, but if you only hit it in 3, you've then got to drag it off. You've got to get up and down for par. So big, like, bonus of hitting the green in 2. This is best hole on the course, in my opinion. Just so well framed. Dogleg right to left, par 5, 540 yards. Pine trees all the way up. Sometimes when you play your own course, you don't even appreciate it enough, but especially in this light. There's bunkers up there, 280 to carry is the far right one, so it takes a good drive and it's tight after that, so definitely demanding tee shot, but I want to hit it in 2. Just left. Get a bounce. Get a bounce. No, that's going to be right behind a tree, that. That's going to be blocked out. It's not even that bad. Just got to be perfect off this tee. I've been playing a lot of like competitive stuff with the Biff when I've come out recently, which is the first time watching the Biff is Paul Waring. That's been really good for me because, to be honest with you, I don't really know when my competitions are going to start or if they're going to start or anything, which I know isn't a big deal in the grand scheme of things. Again, I keep going back to it. Podrick said last week, the mental work is to prepare for a tournament the following week. Technical work would be to prepare for 10 years down the line, or however long it may be. And it's easy because if I don't have tournaments, it's easy for me to get carried away with technical stuff. So that's why playing the competitive stuff with the Biff, because I don't want to lose. Like, I really do feel, really want to beat him, and he doesn't want to lose to me, so that keeps us going, and that's been a really good help. And that's kind of why I want to be out on the golf course as well, because on the practice ground I can get carried away with stuff, and I've really enjoyed working technically at home, so I'm just going to continue with that. So you speak about it a lot, doing the stuff that you think works and what you enjoy and what you like actually doing. So it's probably changing the way that I'm going to work a little bit, which I'm looking forward to be honest. I think my ball's going to be behind a tree here though, so I'm not looking forward to that. Unless it's got far enough where I can wang a hook round. Any ball anywhere? Any ball? Oh, there it is. Oh, look. I might have a shot. I might have a shot underneath. Low underneath. Yes. 200 yards. I'm going a real low flat hook with an 8-iron. Round that bunker and get it running round. I can't hit anything lower loft because I've got to get it up this little upslope here, so I'm on a little downslope. A leaf job there as well. Make sure that club face is closed. Key to hitting a hook is make sure club face is closed, grip it, make sure the club is swinging right. If it's swinging left, starting left, then you're disaster. So. Come on, didn't even see that then. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That is an actual joke. I didn't see that till dead late, and then I saw it. It's on the green. I thought I'd sit in the trees, to be honest. Honestly, I panicked because I didn't think I'd hit it low enough to get a hook. Enough hook. And I thought it was going in the trees. And then I saw it late, and it's got on the front of the green. That means I can drag it off, chip it, try and make birdie. That is a result, that. I don't know if you can tell that's a result. It's a result, that. It has literally like snuck on front edge as well. VAR to see if it's on. Nah, it's definitely on. Definitely on. Look at that. Oh. Skin of its teeth there. Bosh. The ideal little drag off as well. Oh. Pulled that throw a little bit. That's about right. Little up slope and then down slope. I like 54 landing just over the brow of it. Sit down now, sit down now, sit down now, sit down now. Love that one. When you've struggled with your chipping, there's nothing better than like a lovely little nip chip. That was lovely. Not quite a gimme though. Yup. Oh, birdie. What? 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 1 under 3 4 and an up and down challenge. What? Unexpected. The 20 footer on the last helped quite a lot actually, but ooh. Stop making noises, Al. Carry on. So 8th hole, 5th for this competition. A little bit down breeze at the left. 367. But it's rock hard. I think I can get close. And the closer I get to the green, the easier it's going to be for me to get the shot where I want it to give myself the easiest bunker shot. And I really want to score well. Pressure on the drive, but if I can do it, good rewards. Or if I hit the green, got a chance of birdie, haven't I? Big ask to hit the green, really. Hang on, just drifting. That wind's so strong. I mean, it feels nothing. It's definitely wind there. I mean, I'm getting annoyed. It's up the right half, probably right semi. There's a pond right though. That's where you got to be cautious. I think I'll be past it to be honest, but I fancied it in the green to be honest. So that's disappointing. 56 yards, shocking lie. Sat right down. So much grass between the club and the ball. I want to play it out the right trap. So, I mean, left trap. They're both pin high. They're both pins in the middle there, so it's not a disaster either bunker, but got to pick one. I'm going to try and play this just a yard right at the pin. I'm going to open it up and play it quite aggressive because of the lie it's in. I need it coming out high, trying to get it land soft, but that's why I really need to hit the fairway. Come out right anyway. Go! Okay. Come out straight right out of that. Right bunker it is. Sit, sit, sit. Oh, nearly hit the flag. Too hard again. It's the same as the other hole. It's like a bit, I don't know, a bit of panic and I just add speed at the bottom. Leaves me with an 8 footer now and it's an easy bunker shot. Ah. More out the right. First bogey. Bunker play needs work. I've still got another chip to play, so hopefully I've not spoke too soon, but it does feel good, the old chipping. Bunker play feels nice. Strike it good, some we want them at strengths. Just need to get a bit of work on the distance control out the bunkers, as I'm hitting it well too hard at the minute. Nice shape. Nice shape. I've done this before, one of these videos, played this hole in the dark. Literally couldn't see the flag, and I remember 8 irons about 2 foot. So hopefully I can do the same. I don't think it should be pitch black by the time we finish this one this time, but it's getting pretty dark. This hole, regardless, is going to give an interesting chip. We've got a back pin. 155, Bushnell's telling me to hit a lob shot again. Low battery. Right, I want to be chipping this. Pin high. Wow, it's hard to hit it into a spot. The flattest chip is from back left. Probably the hardest spot to get it into, but do you take it on or do you play it safe up the right and then you've got to chip up the hill? No, right, I'm going to hit it at the pin. Little draw, 155, 8 iron. Get it back there, finishing in between the left edge of the green and the pin. And that'll should give me an easiest chip. Hardest shot to hit, but easiest chip. When I hit draws, I never start it far enough right. I'll aim further right. No, started it right, didn't draw it enough. Looks like we'll be chipping from the right then. Yeah, I've noticed recently when I've been trying to hit draws into greens, I've kind of started at the flag and it's moved too far left. So that one then, recognised that, thought I'll aim a bit further right. Played the draw. Started too far right. Hold on. Positive though, let's be positive. I don't mind, because you know, realistically, if I'm trying to hit a shot to that green, I wouldn't be trying to draw it into the pin, and I wouldn't be trying to hit it back left. I wouldn't want to go long and being up left half, hitting a fade. I just didn't want to go right at the flag, because I didn't want the chip from there. So that's where, again, it's kind of good for confidence, because you're not like losing confidence because you're missing greens, because you're aiming for very small portions of it, and sometimes not necessarily the best place to hit the green, more the best place where you get the easiest chip. So it's different from if you were playing normal, if you know what I mean. It's more a case of, oh God, it's hit the bank. Yeah, my chip's hit the bank. You can see why I wanted it up the left there. Would be an easy chip, but I've hit this bank, ricocheted off the bank to here. Now that is the chip I'm left with. Not ideal, but nice challenge, I like it. It's a little bit into grain, this grass is growing that way against me. If you're too shallow, it gathers too much grass and gets too much grass between the club and the ball. It doesn't go anywhere. And what you don't want to do is leave it short and come down this slope. You know, at worst, you want to be past the pins. You want to at least give yourself a chance. You know, 8 foot past the pin isn't a bad shot. Try and play a little bit high, a little bit more weight on the left, just to try and get a little bit more ball first. Sit, sit, sit. Oh, it's bounced right. It's a lovely shot. Hopped right, played it well actually. Little straight grass jobby. Happy with that. Yes, yes. Level jobby. For the 6 holes, up and down, level. It's a really good game to get yourself in a scoring mode. Whew, I'm hot. And training yourself to not care if you miss a green. Because if, like that, if I know I can go around 6 holes, miss every green, apart from the par 5 obviously, and get it up and down 5 out of the 6 times, a little bit of work on the bunkers, I think I'll be sharper from there as well. There's no concern in missing the green. I remember when I was a kid, I used to miss greens and be like, oh, it's just a par. So I was that confident of getting it up and down. Kind of where I need to get back to. I need a bit of work in the bunkers, get a bit more consistent. It's about being consistent on the strike as well in bunkers. That's massive for distance control. Drawing the line, striking it consistently. Chipping feels really solid. You know, there's a good range of chip shots there. I know we only played 6 holes, but a good range of chip shots, especially the last one then. That's one that probably may have struggled with in the past. Overhit it, panicked, hit it too far generally. So committed to that, struck it nice. Talked it through with the camera again, which helps. So overall, I'm pleased. I do need to get a bit sharper, generally speaking, on the golf course, but that'll just come with playing. As long as I can beat the biff. I'm filming a video with the biff this week, so that'll be on soon as well. Little match jobby, so yeah, fingers crossed for that. Just to say thanks as well for all the comments recently on the down the line stuff and the whole period of, you know, the difficult time everyone's had. So thanks for watching. Leaving your comments, it's much appreciated. If you like the videos and you want to subscribe, that'd be great if you could. But otherwise, I might see you down the line, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Any more wildlife just to finish? I think it's a bit dark in it for the wildlife gone to bed. I get a fox, but there's nothing. See ya.